Hey everyone, welcome to another video on Newcom's YouTube channel. Today we have another unboxing and review, this time for the Rapoo VH110 gaming headset. Now, this looks like there's something missing because, well, I have to connect it to a power source for you to be able to see the RGB going on. But before that, let me talk a little bit about the I/O, if you will, of this headset and how it connects to a computer, a phone, or everything in between. So this is not a USB headset. Despite the USB port, this is not a USB headset. The USB is just for the power. So you get the power to turn on the RGB, which is non-customizable, but we'll get to that. So before I connect it to power, let's talk about this port. This is a combo port. This is a combo 3.5 millimeter port, which means that you also find this adapter in the box for computers, especially for PCs, desktop PCs, that don't have a combo audio port. The 3 lines means that it's a combo port, so it's used for both audio input and audio output. So this adapter, the red one, you will connect to the microphone in, and the green one you will connect to the speaker out, and then you connect the other end to the headset, and now you can use the headset as you normally would. The headset, the microphone is connected, and the audio output is also connected with this nice braided adapter cable. So with that out of the way, let's power on the lighting. I'll just connect it to a power bank, and there we go. This is the RGB lighting. So the RGB is, again, non-customizable, which is a bit of a shame, but also very much to be expected at this price point. It is a subtle look, though, I gotta say. The frosted glass-esque look, the frosted glass-esque panels that are around the ear cups and the V Pro logo on each ear cup, they do give it a more subtle look than if it was just like a glass and the light was just coming off with a glass. This is of course plastic though. This is not actually glass, but it has a frosted glass look to it. So with that said, let's talk about the comfort. Oh, by the way, there's just one little extra bit of light, which is coming from the microphone. It's a very dim light, but it's enough to let your viewers, if you're on a stream, because you don't really see it. I mean, you can if you look at it. It is in your peripheral vision. You might be able to see the dim light, but yeah, this is an indicator that the microphone is on. Which brings me to the design, and probably the best part of the design, which a lot of headsets miss, is a very good placement for analog controls that are not on the cable. They're not inline controls. They're right on the left ear cup. So when you grab the left ear cup, you will immediately find the microphone mute toggle as well as the volume knob right under your thumb. It's in a very good spot. In a pinch, if there's like some loud noise going on, super loud noise going on in your game, and you want to quickly turn off the volume or like turn it down, it's super easy to access. This is definitely a plus, and an understated plus, or an underappreciated advantage that pretty much all Rapoo gaming headsets have. Easy, quick access to volume control and microphone mute. So that's definitely nice. Now let's talk about the rest of the design. I would probably say that the biggest strength of this headset is the comfort. These are really thick padded cushions on the ear cups, and even wearing glasses, I'm a glass wearer, I do not feel comfortable in long gaming sessions, and that's definitely something. It's definitely something to be appreciated. It is faux leather, but it does not look like the kind of leather that would start to peel off. It feels sturdy enough, and the foam again is super thick. The size of the ear cups is very big, so that it encompasses the entirety of your ear, so you don't feel any pressure on your ear. If there's any pressure, it's on your skull. But when I say it like that, it sounds like there's no pressure. It's super lightweight, and there's not a lot of pressure coming in from these rails. They're not super stiff, they're quite flexible, which brings me to these rails. These rails, they are plastic, even though they might look like, I don't know, like black aluminum. They are hard plastic. They do feel nice, nicer than they probably should for a hard plastic construction. And they make the construction, they make the design super lightweight. That is why they don't put a lot of pressure on the ear cups, because they're not designed to put a lot of pressure like this, as well as not a lot of pressure on the headbands, which, as you can see, is super flexible. And there's still a thick padded cushion on the headband, not as thick as the ear cups, obviously, but it's thick enough that thick enough and flexible enough that you don't really feel too much pressure. But anyways, yeah, this is an A+ comfort in terms of comfort headset, and the design, I would say, is very mature. Rapoo has released a lot of headsets, and I feel like over time, if you go and look back at some of their older releases, this does look more mature, despite being on the cheaper side of even their lineup. I feel like this is a very mature design. They have foregone the two-tone gray accents. This is just black all the way around. And yeah, I do really like the design. And for its price point, I don't know if you can find much better design, and definitely not better comfort at this price point, or at any price point for that matter. So ideal headset for long gaming sessions. Now let's move on to the performance, the other side of the coin. The performance as a gaming headset, it does give you that extra bit of bass that we have come to expect from gaming headsets. But it does come with a price. The price is that, well, the trebles are not as, perhaps they're a little bit lower than they should be. They're lower than average, the amount of treble. So you do get the loud bangs and the loud explosions and the dramatic gun sounds, but it does come at the expense of a little bit of treble loss. For music listening as well, that loss of treble is noticeable. So if you're listening anything other than hip hop, the lack of treble is noticeable. So this shouldn't be your primary. This shouldn't be on the top of your list if you're looking for a headset for music listening. But for gaming, yeah, it does what a gaming headset is expected to do. A little bit of a cranked up bass. It's not too muddy. It's just dramatic enough to be considered a proper gaming headset. With that said, I feel like I've talked about everything that there is to talk about with the Rapoo VH110. I would like to thank you all very much for staying tuned to the end of this video. If you like the video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to Newcom if you like watching videos like this, headsets, computer peripherals, mice, keyboard, and everything in between. We have a lot of those videos on Newcom. Make sure to check them out. You'll see one in the end card. But yeah, I would like to thank you again for watching until this point, and I'll see you guys in the next one.